wait, how old are you, by the way? Let me see. Let me take a guess. 30.
If you're half my age, but yeah,
35?
36.
I thought you were 30. You had your son at the age my mom had me. I mean,
I have,
you had a son.
I have two daughters.
You had two daughters. My bad, two daughters. Yeah, you had it at the same age my mom did.
Oh,
Had
okay.
me. Yeah. So my mom takes classes for me too.
Uh,
I'll play.
so she's doing the business too.
But yeah, yeah, she does a bit. We have two codes.
Oh, nice. Me and my
Yeah.
mom too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, your mom lives in. She lives with you.
No, no, no. She lives in Rosa Park.
Willow Park. Oh, okay, okay, cool. All right, just to take this off, so I'm a little bit short on time. Um, so you have the steps of lubrication right there. 9 steps. Okay, perfect. Okay, so what is it that you want me to help you on?
The planification, just
How to do
go
it?
as if I was. Yep. Like I've done them, but I want to know how you do them.
How I do it. Okay. How I do it. All right, let me just get a pen so I can write this down with you as well.
Okay.
Um. So yeah, so let me just tell you right now. Okay, how planifications are done. Sorry, they're done simple. It's just matter of fact of you just getting with the person. Um, make sure first thing you do, we go with the guys said. The 9 steps never change. Doesn't matter. We're here, Colombia. You know that. So 9 steps. The first to find their dreams. Like make sure write down 5 dreams. Like long term, write 10. Long term to short term. Like write 5 that are long term and another 5 that are short term. But make sure this person's like, oh, I don't have something in my mind. You'd be like, okay, think about it. But no, how about later? Well, let me tell you, the dreams are very important because the dreams identifies that person while they're doing this business, and it lets you know how you can help them. Because remember, we're a service, so when we present this opportunity to someone, we say, okay, how can we help you? What else information can we give you? So we're helping them. So that's why. So that's when we will know how committed they are. Okay, but first, their dream is like why they're doing it. The reason they're doing it. Some people are like, oh, I want a house for my mom. People say, I want to retire from my job. Some people say, I just don't want to be in the working system. Like I'd said, I was like, the corporate ladder, that's not me. Okay, so establish your goals. First is establish your goals. That's the second thing, establish your goals. Why is establish your goals so important? The reason I want to share why establish your goals is so important is because right there it lets you know, Jessica, like how you're going to be working with this person. You'd be like, okay, establish your goals. What is your goal? So like, sometimes, I still look back at the guy that says, even though at this time. So, hot times, sometimes I forget. Okay, so how do I establish goals? If we don't have a goal, we have a dream. Yeah, but if we don't have a goal, like, every dream has to have a date on it. That's where goal comes in because our goal is like our direction is our lighthouse. Like the guy says, it's our lighthouse. It's our direction. It says, why am I doing it? I have goals. I have to finish them. Okay. Third thing, determine your commitments right there. Okay, now I want to get the specific right there in determine commitments. Right there, you tell the person, okay, how long are you willing to do this business for? Like, how long are you willing to work a day? Oh, we're planning to work 4 hours a day. Perfect. How many times a week? 12, 14, whatever they want to dedicate to it. Okay, perfect. That's your commitment. Okay, so what else is another commitment? Commitment is that you're listening to the iVox. iVox is a audio books. It gives you audio books. So that's one of your commitments. So what are some of your commitments? Listen to two audios a day, either personal growth or business wise. Like I listen in the morning, I listen to personal growth. First I put on some music to bump myself up, pump myself up. Then I put about personal growth. Why? Because in the morning, what is the first thing we do? We interact with people. That's the way I see it. So personal growth is good. After that, we have interacted with so many people, we throw in business. Okay, I talked to 5 people. Just a little quick example. You don't have to write this down. 5 people. I interacted with these people like, in the morning. I interacted with 10 people. Okay, now it's time to plan this down. I just exposed my business to 10 people today. But let's say out of those 10 people, 2 are going to write back to me. Oh, hey, yeah, let's meet up this week. I talked to this business to 5 people, only 1 got back to me. As they say it's a estimate goal. Out of like the 80-20 rule. You ever heard of that?
Yeah.
80-20, something like that. It's a little rule that people use daily. But okay, what's another thing? Fourth step: make the list of prospects as potential members. We all know that. Make the list. Jessica, let me tell you. In that list, you tell a person you're gonna write 100 names. Like that was my reaction. I was like 100 people. At that time I was like 16. I was like 100 people. That's like, let me see. My lunch table was only 10. My cousin's like, you have people on Facebook, right? I'm like, yeah. Oh, you have people on Instagram, yeah. How many followers you have? Oh, like 1,000 something. Oh my god, like there you got people. Okay, and you start, and you cannot leave. Like okay, and the person like, oh 90. I'm like, well, you gotta write 100 because why? This is how we're gonna get step by step. But they're not gonna be like. First, you tell them, I'm not used to this. That's totally normal. That's why I'm here to help you. You gotta let them know why you're there. The reason why you're there is, we all know, is to help the person and guide them. To feel comfortable, because of course it's overwhelming for a lot of people. Like, oh my god, my dreams. Like nobody tells me this in school. Establish goals. Nobody tells me that. People tell me, yeah, establish goals, but they don't teach me how to establish goals. That's why you're there. You see? That's why you give them the direction. Fifth step: invite your prospect. The first thing, okay, how do we invite your prospect out there? It's always good to call, but like we said, we're in 21st century. Everybody's on their phone, either WhatsApp, Instagram, whatever, Kick, Snapchat, whatever,
Right.
So people are, so that's how we gotta get like us. So how do I move myself through social media? Like one thing I started noticing was that I was like being disconnected. The only thing I was using is WhatsApp and my phone. And I was like, wait, where are the young people at? My target market is all type of people. But I was marketing myself like through phone. That's more like of our parents. They're through their phone. Maybe WhatsApp there and here, but they're more used to the call. People like our age. They get a call. They're like, hey, I'll call you back in 20 minutes. Whatever. They never do. But they'll respond to you. And what you will say in 2 minutes, you can say that in 20 minutes in a text message. Hey, I want to invite you. Okay, what is this? Well, the person's saying an example. What's your prospect's name again?
Sarai. Well, she already got the presentation. She's signing up tomorrow, and we're actually doing the business plan tomorrow with her.
Okay, perfect. So after you do all that, when you're inviting through a text message, you're like, hey, first say hi to the person. Hope you're doing good. Wait till the person responds back. That's good. Like, hey, listen, I'm a little short on time. Always make things short on time. Because you got 100 people to contact. I mean, you got a meeting in next week, so you want to make things quick. You have to call the person. Hey, how's it going? How's it doing? Okay, perfect. What do we do next? Hey, listen, I was actually I got presented an opportunity. This is the way I use it for my first people that are first starting. Hey, listen, I was presented this nice opportunity, a way that I can see that we can do things in our own time, in our free time, and someone teaches us, and we can build a little side income on the side. It's something that was introduced to me. Since I don't have a lot of information, it's true, the person just started, doesn't have much information, but one of my friends, or leader, mentor, whatever she wants to call you, knows a lot of the information. That same reason, I want to call a little bit of people so I want to invite them so my friend, Jessica, she can present the business opportunity to you guys. Okay, don't say more business, because people are like, oh my god, business. No, I'm not into business, my major's not business. Remember, this business is not, you can use it as a career, or just a side income, or just something, like a side income. I take this both ways. Side income, big income, my business, my ownership, that's what I take it as. Some people might see it as later on. Some people just say my side income, or like my side thing, whatever they want to call it. For everyone's different. But, that's a way that as we start getting people, one thing is working a lot. Let's jump to the fifth step. The sixth step is hold 2 meetings in a home. Perfect. Those trust me, home meetings are the best. Why? Because you have physical contact. Physical contact. Because it's not the same talking to face to face than talking on a webinar. But still, we still gotta use what the earth gives us. Social media. I mean, you be home, you're in the kitchen right there. I'm in my living room. We can be giving a presentation in Africa. We gotta use it. But what is one thing we do? We never take away from the system. We always add. That's the way I see it. Not completely change it up. No, just add. So what is something the guy that says hold 2 meetings in a home. And 2 webinars. That's what I do with my people. I always say 2 meetings, 2 house meetings, and 2 webinars. Why 2 webinars? From us that we live in the northeast side, cold, snows. Some people don't have cars, let's be honest. When I started this business, I didn't even have a car. At 16 years old, I didn't have my license. So people like her age, her target market most likely will be 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Right.
My target market at that time was 17, 18. All my friends didn't have a job. They all wanted a job. They all wanted the Honda, whatever here, but all of us were walking. So it's hard for us, and it's hard to like, how can you tell someone, hey, get off your bed to listen to an information. But so what do? We get to them. That's when we start building a niche. Like they say, the market. We start building our market. How do you want to provide? Remember, that's what we get paid to market ourselves. We have to market ourselves. So what was the one that we do? Webinars. Why? Because someone like easy as this, you download it to Google Hangouts. Takes a couple minutes, and boom, you're on. The person's on. They listen to their phone. When the person feels more comfortable, they can meet up with you later on. Oh my God, I feel comfortable with this. Let's meet up. Okay. Or you might want to the second time. But you, as a leader, you got to teach your downline that it's good to get to with the person. The person lives in Oklahoma or Alabama, then all through webinar. That's how I'm working with my people in Africa. Like my people in Africa, like they're just building their team, and their closest central meeting is like 9 hours away. So what am I doing with them? All I do through webinar. So what am I doing with that person? I'm feeding. But that person is different. You're feeding vision. You're feeding vision. But you still follow the 9 steps, because the 9 steps we're making them follow a system. We're not making them follow a system, but we're teaching them how a system works and why do we follow a system. That's the importance of a system. Why? Because system is like example. It's a daily routine people use. It's like they wake up and like example like a student routine. What is a student routine? They wake up in the morning. They go to school. If they have a job, they don't have a job. They go home, do their homework, go to sleep. A little routine. They know they got to do it. Well, then we got to start, it becomes a culture, so that's what this business is, it's a culture. So we got to make, so people like young people like us, you and me, we got to throw that in of what, make it a culture, make it a habit, 2 webinars a day, at least 2 webinars, the person starting, at least 10 to 15, getting a call?
Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
That's all right. So yeah, so that's one way you're gonna start exposing, that way. The 7-step follow-up. Follow-up shouldn't take longer than 2
I'm
days.
so sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
What, Trixie? Where are you?
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
What?
Are you home?
Yes. What happened?
Hey,
Habla, habla.
Jeff?
Yeah.
Can you see me?
I hear you. I'm in a meeting right now.
I can't hear
So text me.
you. I can't hear you.
Text me.
I don't read lips either, sorry. 15 here.
Text. Bye. You coming over? Perfect. Sorry.
Gotcha, no worries.
Oh, let me just text her real quick. I don't know what the hell to do.
Go ahead.
She probably wants to know if I have dinner.
That's like me and my friend.
Yeah, see? I'm like, yeah, I have dinner. Just come on over. Fine. I'm like the least person you would expect to have ever cooked, and now all my cousins want me to cook. Alright.
No worries. But yeah. So okay, the follow-up. There's one thing that that trust me. The most things you have to be there for your prospect. Make sure you always catching up with them. Is invite their prospect. Make sure because to invite. Look, everyone gets scared. Holding the 2 meetings. But the most important thing is invite your prospect and follow up. Why? Because if the person only invites them, you present an opportunity, they're excited, blah, blah, blah. Remember, the excitement only lasts 48 hours. 2 days. So, in those 2 days, we got to get it. Either the person, whatever, works for long, okay, send it within a weekend. But make sure it doesn't pass more than 2 weeks. Because then the person will be like, oh, just forgets about it. Or, they tell the neighbor next door, hey, does this business work? And the next door neighbor is even more broke than them. And they're like, oh, no, it doesn't work. So,
Right.
That's why person's fresh. That's what I call it, fresh meat. That's what I call it.
Okay.
Hey, step, that's, consult your upline or mentor leader, duplicate yourself, teach this plan to your, sponsor, prospect. One of the things I was going to tell you, just one of the things that I like about this business is that, relationships, building a solid relationship. Why? Because, at first, the person, sometimes we think the person, like I had my cousin, my cousin Giselle. For example, let's say it was another person, sometimes we think, oh, they're helping us for interest. But we all know this, that we're doing this to help each other out. To give it a better opportunity for our family, our friends, to keep sharing this opportunity. That's why building a relationship is the most important. Why? Because first you get to know the person, and second, you get to know what motivates that person, and what's the reason they're doing it. Because in case that happens to all of us, when sometimes we have and we don't want to do anything about the business. We want to quit. But then that's why, as a leader, you learn. When you have that strong connection, you tell the person, I'm here for you. You started this business because of what, and you actually know why they started this business. Because your downlines, your front line, which is the people you sign up at the top, is the person you always have to have the top, like, connection all the time. Like, if they don't call you, make it a habit. Like me and my friend Esteban, we call each other every single day.
Oh, you guys are not cousins?
No, but we say we're cousins because we went to school together, and people say we look alike.
Yeah.
Yeah, we look alike too. So yeah, so I just say cousin. But it's one of the things, like, one thing I'm going to tell you is that me and him never had a good relationship. Like, never had a good relationship. Like, we didn't fight each other or anything, but it was like, we didn't, he wouldn't say hi to me. He was a very shy person. The guy was like, Esteban's 6'2" at that time. I'm 5'3", short guy. So, I'm not going to say anything to that big guy. But anyways, but building a relationship like how we are now has been nice. Why? Because we've been able to do things. Not only do he learn from me, but I learn from him. Why? Because you start teaching that person little by little, and being a what's it called? Like a good example. Your leader's always looking at you, always. Leader's always looking at you through what you do. Example: let's say your leader first gets scared to call and stuff like that. Example: let's say they're making their first phone call or whatever, and they get scared. You tell your invite this. You tell your invite this. Let's work together. Okay, how are we gonna work together? You call the person. Hey, how's it going? And the person starts asking him a lot of questions. You tell your invite. You pass them to me, and I give him the rest of the invite. And then you jump in. And then you show her, wow, okay, so she does it too. She does it with me. And she starts feeling that, She starts feeling like, oh, wow, she really is helping me. Doesn't mean do the
Because
work.
I've never done that.
You never done that? Never done it? Then
Like,
trust me, you're gonna.
you know what it is? Because it never happened to me. Like, my upline is my mother, but me and my mother pretty much we started at the same exact time.
Okay.
Both were learning at the same time from the person who signed us up. And there was a bit of a disconnect between her and the person who signed her up.
Okay.
So my mentor, actually, she just, like, it was pure perseverance on her part. Like, literally had to, like, do the business, like, by the book, like, kind of almost not a mentor.
Mm-hmm.
So for a while, she was just kind of, like, on her own, like, I'm just figuring it out. And when Herminio says you go out there and kill everybody?
Yeah.
Like, I've killed thousands of people. But because
we're serial killers. That's what we are. We're serial killers. That's what we do.
Because she, like, literally, and so when I got signed up, nobody made a list with me. Nobody.
See? That's totally fine.
Right.
That's why that's why this is gonna help you. That's why these things are good. That happens to us. Why? Because in case it happens to your leader, you can tell your leader, listen, I understand you. Not because you're saying, oh no, I understand you. No, because you went through it as well. That's why sometimes we go through things so hard that we're like, oh my god, why this happens to me? But then we don't look at the other side. It's like, wow, this is gonna help me later on because my leader is gonna go through the same. I'm gonna be like, hey, bro, I went through the same thing. This is gonna help us out so much. Like, there's so many things that happen to me, and I'm like, oh my god, why? But then I start learning. It becomes a learning experience. I'm like, oh my god, so many things happen to me. But it's like one of my friends, good friend, he lives in California. I don't know if you know him, David Favela.
No.
And he told me, hey, Carlos, look, when people start this business, what people usually live out there, usually live 40 to 50 years of their life, you're going to cut it down to 2 to 5 years. So that's true, because why? Because we're doing personal growth. Like, ask yourself all the question out there. Who else comes from work or whatever they have to do and sits down and say, you know what, let me do some personal growth.
Right.
People say, oh yeah, I'm growing. They learn from their mistakes. Yeah, it's true, we all learn from mistakes. But it's like, we gotta learn, we gotta teach ourselves how do we learn from those, mistakes. Like, why? Because like, oh, I just made a mistake. Oh yeah, and I made the same mistake. It's the purpose of learning from them. But then after that, you teach them, why? Like, why does it happen? And what to do in the circumstances, and perseverance and faith. And one something Amino Savara said was faith. Doesn't matter what comes your way, you always got to be, always smiley face. Something like example, I have a, dear person of mine, which I clearly care about. This person, she's gorgeous in the fact that she's always happy no matter what happens. She's always happy, excited. A person like that you always want to be around with. You don't want to hang out with the negatives. Of course, there's people that are negative at first, but that's why our leadership, has to influence them to change. Wow, there's this person, so positive, So I want some of that energy, But let me tell you why. I was a person that was extremely negative. Negative, like me picking up a book and reading. I was like, bro, that's not me. That's not me. I'm a sophomore year. What? I got a lot of things out there to do. I have a life. The little thing. I have a life. What life? I didn't have. But what happened? But then I thought I took this business like a lottery. I just threw some money in. This money's gonna grow. 2 months happened, and I was like, man, I see nothing. I see 0 points. I see 0 money. I'm like, what's going on? My cousin's like, well, if you actually let me teach you, then things could be better. All right. I was extremely negative. Like, I used to be the type of person to pick up a phone call, and when it starts to ring, I'll be like, please don't answer, please don't answer, please don't answer, please don't answer. That was me. That was me. Like, things like that, But those kind of things help me. Why? Because now I was like, we're leaders. You're going to have leaders that are all like that. And I have a leader that he was so extremely negative. But then I started teaching him, hey, I told him, sometimes, words, they help a little bit out, but the actions. That's why, I congratulate you. Even though, nobody went down and sit down and listen with you, you believed in it and were like, I'm going to go do it. Because what's the point of your leader to know all this whole book, but it's not even doing anything out there? Like, you're just learning, but I'm not applying. I'd rather have you know a little bit or nothing and start applying, being out there, sharing the information. Why? Because when you're so excited, you start bringing people. Imagine you being in the middle of a, this example they gave to me, and I was like, wow, that's so true. Imagine you being in a park with your daughter, and then, the park is quiet, and then, you take out something that starts to make a lot of noise, and it starts to make cool noises. People start looking at you, making cool noises. Oh my God, what is that? And people start going, start checking it out. That's the same way as a person that doesn't know anything, and is going out there and sharing this information. Because remember, this business, most of part of it is emotional, being excited. I imagine you giving a presentation, all negative and dead, and like, oh, let me just give the presentation. No, you always gotta give the presentation excitement. You don't know who's behind that screen. Oh, who's in front of you. Sometimes we have our good days and our bad days, but like we say, all the problems, as soon as, like, one of the things I do, as soon as I walk into my house, my problems stay behind. And when I come in and I change and I leave again or give a webinar, I left that problem out there. I'm in business mode. I'm in school mode. I'm in me mode. But that's something you start to develop little by little. But look, listen, if anything, I can help you on about anything. Team is disconnected. Trust me, I feel you, because one of my I have a friend actually that her team, like, the whole team dropped, like the whole team left. Like the whole the team is active, but they're not even doing the business. So it's only one. Out of being 30 people, now there's one.
Okay.
You know, so things like that. But she's always kept going. She's like, hey, Carlos, look, I've been through this 2 times. I've done like 2 meetings. Nobody has showed up, but I want to do this business so bad. But she was like, I don't know how to do it, and I told her, you're doing it. She said, what do you mean I'm doing it? You're doing it. How you do? Yeah, I talk to people. People say no to me. That's perfect. Now the only thing you need is keep acquiring a little bit more knowledge. Because what happens? There's people. Let me tell you something. I had a friend that I was behind him for 5 months. Hey, bro, come to this meeting. Come to this meeting. Come to this meeting. Come to this meeting. And so I was like, one day I was just like, never mind. And then he hit me up. Hey, man, I see that you're doing some things on Instagram. Hey, what is that? I was like, and that day I had an event in Tierras Colombianas. It was a big event. We had the first YM event here in Philadelphia. He was like, yeah, man, I'll slide through. And he was able to go by. I was like, man, this thing is awesome. And I was behind this guy for like 5 months.
One second. Finish. I don't want to hear it. Okay,
so the person. What happened?
No, not you. The other little one.
Yeah. So the person tells me, no. Hey, cutie.
Hello.
How's it going?
Didn't my mommy have 2 kids?
Yeah, she has 2 kids, I heard. Beautiful 2 kids.
There's one kid up there, and there's another kid up here. That's me.
What's your name?
Kiara. Like Spanish. Kiara.
Oh, nice.
Kiara.
Kiara. Oh.
Okay.
I like how you give it. I like how you pronounce the name.
It's Carlos.
Carlos.
Carlos. Carlos? No, not Carlos. Carlos.
Carros. I like carros. Me gustan los carros también. So.
Okay, go. Go finish eating.
Hello, girl.
Okay, don't come back with food in that plate. Sorry.
It's alright. It's fine. But hey, listen. But like I was telling you, like listen, just let me tell you how you're gonna stay connected. Like every little event you go to, audio, the YM event, like stick to those YM events. Stick to them. Stick to them. Like stay. Like you're in the WhatsApp chat, of course, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Like stay tuned. And any ideas you have that come up to your mind, just share them. Because why? Because whatever you're thinking, someone might be like, oh, and then they forget. That's why we're there to help each other. There's like 100, there's like 200 of us in that WhatsApp chat. I mean, trust me, always do new things. And just apply in action. Trust me. You find look at these 9 steps, and you follow it yourself. Like what you're gonna do? You're gonna sit down with yourself. Because before you want to see your commitment in your downline, the commitment comes from you first. Right. So if nobody has done this list with you, I suggest you to take at least like a couple minutes of your time and just do it. Trust me, it's the best. Like I redid my 9 steps about 2 weeks ago when I came back from Mexico. I came back on a Saturday, and on Sunday afternoon I was with my team, and I got together. Wait, Sunday? Monday, I believe it was Monday. Yeah, Monday afternoon I got back. When I got back Saturday and Monday, I was with my team, and I was getting everything together. Like, okay, guys, I know I've been away a week, vacation, but now let's go back. I decided to make my 9 steps. I decided to make some changes in my life. I wanted to make my 9 steps again. I want to establish my new goals, my long, my short, because, I'm 18 now. I'm not 35, but I'm 18 now, so it's like, why wait 30 years or wait till I'm 30 to take, let me start taking charge of my future. No, it's now, it's now. It's the moment. So it's like, I know it's totally, normal, it happens that we get distracted with things out there, the next thing you know, we look back at a week and we're like, oh my God, I've done nothing with my business. But that's good that we know that, so that puts us back on track. And so then we start giving the value of our business, But if we're not like fully in the business, we're not fully, enthusiastic, or we're not really, the person won't feed off that, the energy. You know what I mean? It's not about how loud you scream, It's how connected you are, Because I can say, oh my God, for life, YM all the time, but it's like who I am. Like, who is YM? YM, there's that's who I am. Like, who do you are? Like, who are you representing? When you represent this business, how do you represent this business? A lot of companies out there just represent money and money and money and money and money. Perfect, yeah, money's important. We all need money, great. But it's like, what's behind that? What's the point of having like 10,000 people But all we've been feeding their mind is money and money and money, but no personal growth, no service. That thing's gonna fall. You know. So maybe some of us, like here, like we live in America, some parents don't have time for their kids, so they don't know what principle and values are. So when you hear principle and values, oh man, it's that people think of religion. People think of this as a religion. I'm like, this is not a religion, man. This is life. You know, either you fall into religion of the government, or being work slave, or you do something different for yourself. You know, So it's like everybody takes I have so many friends right now that are seniors. It's crazy, just sharing information now. And one of the friends was like, hey man, like I only have two options. Either I go to college or I start selling the street. And I'm like, why? Like there's teens out there that just don't even know what to do. So what do people like us? What do we start to do? We feed them information. We find a way out. Like I have a friend of mine that he got caught with some stuff in school. He got sent out of the country. And he was talking to me a couple of days ago. He's like, "Hey man, I like that. What does he do? Because I'm not planning to go to college, but I don't want to be, just stay out there and work and become a bum, like he says it." So it's like, we have a direction, so we can teach people why. Because this is like almost like going to school, just that you learn in your own time. Right. You learn whenever you want. Right. That's what we gotta show them. It's true. It's quick and easy. Like right now, I'm in a tank top with a yam shirt and jeans, and no shoes, and I'm giving them information. The fact, show the people how easy it is, and not only that, like there's like stay-home moms that are at home, so there's a business that they can develop from their home, like their house. You see things like that, or people that say, oh, I only have like, I only can dedicate 2 hours to this business. Perfect. Like we only haven't been here not even an hour yet. Look how much we have done. Well, little by little, you start taking people, and then later on, the people start making their own commitments, and then they'll start calling you, hey, listen, I want to schedule like every Sunday is schedule time. So I don't call my team and tell them, hey, it's schedule time. Why? Because I made it a culture. At first, yeah, I reminded them, but after that, I was like, if you guys no Sunday, well then I'm sorry, guys. You guys make your own schedule. That's a little culture you start creating with your team. That's why it's good, the relationship, because you start to know how to work with that pace of the person. Right. Because there's people that come in with the they want to break this business up and they want to develop it right away. They have but they have little twerks around their little fears and stuff like that. There's people out there that come with a lot of fears. So those people we got to work with them a little bit stronger. You see, I can't negative fears, huh?
Like young ones like you are beautiful, amazing, because you guys are in that learning mode. Like you're in high school, so you're just constantly used to learning all the time, so you're like accepting information, whereas some of the people my age, not so much. Like I'm reprogramming people. Like I feel like a reprogrammer.
Yeah, I feel like a reprogrammer. Remember, where Giovanni Perotti says, take off that chip and just throw it away and put a new chip in. That's what I did. But don't get me wrong. There's a lot of people at my age that are lazy. These people don't want to learn. These people don't even want to move their chair to get a paper from, But that's why we gotta make this easy. But like one of the me, what's telling me at 16 years old, you gotta read a book. I was like, come on, a book. But you know how they started getting me hooked on audios. I was like, I can listen to an audio. Oh, I can replace like 5 songs and listen to an audio of an hour. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm all about the audiobooks.
Exactly. Look at that.
Mostly right now, my niche market is mothers, obviously my age, obviously the other preschool moms. Most importantly, the ones who've just given birth, like me, because I gained like 80 pounds with the my last baby, so they've kind of been seeing me just kind of like dwindle away, and they're like, what are you doing? And I'm like, interesting that you ask me.
Playing time. That's the way I see it.
I know. So, like, that's right now. But for the most part, I'm like, to do the business, I think I prospect those completely different. And then the people who've actually been watching me, those have seemed to be just becoming my customers.
Hey, listen. Still works. Doesn't matter. Like, customers still works. I mean, sometimes those customers, like I tell you, they become. Let me tell you something. I had a customer, and she's from Colombia. this customer wanted to do the business, but and then ended up happening. She wanted the products, but you're like, no, they're so expensive and stuff like that. But and then she calls me. She's like, really, I heard so many things about those products that I want them. So what do you do with people like that? There's people that they start hearing the information that's so gone. But remember, we're network marketing. This thing is starting to happen. I don't know if you noticed back, like when I first started this business, I never heard of network marketing. Now, this year, that I've been in 2 years, I heard of so many network marketing companies. So we heard so many. Just the transaction of 2 years, we have heard of so many network marketing companies. Imagine 5 years.
Oh, in the last 2 years, like most people that I'm prospecting are either already doing network marketing or, you know what I mean, or just came from another presentation. I'm like,
you see what I'm talking about? So it's like we gotta start moving that momentum. That's why we gotta take advantage of that. And one thing that people like, people don't want to dress up like like they say, like Jeff Algover said, nobody wants to dress up like they want to church. People want to dress up any way, but teach them dress in a way that is like it's presentable. I'm going to be wearing like a Gucci belt with like a whatever shirt and like some ripped jeans. No, make it professional. Like let me tell you something. Me dressing wise, oh my god, that was like a going from dressing like I was going to a club party or like a house party, whatever they call it. Dressing nice. Dressing presentable and feeling feeling good of what But those are little things that is a little personal.
Oh no, my niece when she saw you guys, she was like, oh my god, they're like little adults.
Little adults.
I was like, it's a whole different breed than what you're used to, because what she's used to is just not.
Exactly. Like that's something that starts to catch us. Like example, like me, I love because what happened when you dress nice, you look nice, you go in somewhere, and people, the first thing is like, whoa, who's that?
Right. Like she got hooked because she always saw me leaving in heels.
Ah, you see.
When I would drop off my daughter, like her mom, my sister-in-law would always watch my daughter when I'd have to go do a presentation. So of course I'd always zhuzh it, sexy it up, and I'm like, hello. Even though I'm dropping off my daughter, I made sure because I knew they were watching. I throw those heels on. I'm like, bloop bloop. I'm like, gotta go. Where you going? Gotta go to work.
Talking about so things like that. Those are things that even. No, it's like, oh my god, like look, she's home or whatever, but then when she, like you said, she sexies it up and she's out there giving a presentation, like, oh my god. Like people say, I'm a part-time, whatever, and I'm a part-time entrepreneur. Right now I'm a student, but I call myself an entrepreneur all the time. All the time. When the fact that I'm always doing it, as long as you like what is working on your business, listen to an audio and applying what you learn from that audio. Because out of those whatever 20, 15 minutes we learn from an audio, you probably grab understood probably 5 minutes of it. But those little bit we found of it, apply it. And then it's sometimes don't listen to audio just to listen to them. Find the reason to find an audio. An example, like sometimes I be having a bad day. So what do? I'm having a personal growth problem. So what do I start doing? I just find me an audio that can help me out with that. I'm having a business example. Oh my god, how do I do a planification? I go on YouTube and look it up. How do I do this meeting? I look it up. How do I keep my people connected? Look up Hermino Nevares, Los Tres Pilares, or whatever you want to find. This is like having this is our guy. So remember, the Tres Pilares, Retención, El Sueño, the Guide to Success book. And there's an example. When I reached my diamond, okay, I had some people, and I was like, okay, now what's my next step with these people? So I started into the estructura oh my god. Structure. There you go. Es que el español a veces es como organización, estructura ay hombre. Bueno, it's organizational structure. That one from Univares, like she teaches you, how are you going to start building your people, how to stay connected, and how to make them run for their diamonds so you can reach your position, whatever position you're running from. And how do I find identified leaders? Because there can be 10 people in the business they're all working, but some of them want to keep it at pace. Some of them is like, okay, I want to go hard. And then from there you find 3 to 5 people. Look, to be honest, out of those 10 people, you find 3 that actually want to do this, and you got it. When I got to my diamond, I had a couple people, and then three people just maintained my diamond. They maintained it. They maintained my diamond because they were active, running. Those other, they were just consuming. But these were people just running. Because why? Because but at first, it took a lot from me, to give in. Like example, now Esteban, he does things without even telling him. Sometimes you call him for guidance. That's totally normal. That's why it says consult with your upline. It says it right there. You know what I mean? But other things like that. But besides that, I mean, it's all good. I mean, other things like that. But
now,
yeah,
do you guys do health fairs?
Like actually, just the people out there that does it. But they told me a lot. They told me to do it, but I haven't. No, I haven't. Actually, I used to do them back then, but now it's just energy, protein, Renuvo. Renuvo's the best. Energy.
And no energy, I can't live out. I literally will drive energy if I run out.
Yeah. The energy is the best. My energy is me. I'm lemon. The lemonade. It's right there. Like a convention, I took like 20 shots of those things. The guy was like, "Hey, you've been here, right?" And I'm like, "No."
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I can just imagine.
Imagine that. And one thing is like, your Facebook start post things, positive things, because why? That way you start promoting, start making those traffic with people.
Rewind.
But
Rewind because I lost you.
sorry, my bad. I'm talking about like making traffic with people. Like example, like how do you make traffic with people? Like start posting positive things. Keep the rhythm going. Like every two. Like man, let me tell you something. I had a friend. They used to post up funny things every 2 days. Every 2 days, I was on that thing, just to watch these funny videos. So start making that habit because people watch you. Trust me, people watch you all the time. They might not like your pictures, but they're looking at your profile. Trust me. You might not ask for you do, but they're there. They're there. They're looking.
I know. Oh my god, but my social. You'll see one day we have children. Not now. But I'm like, to get on social media, I'm like, I need time. There's so many, and there's like 20 different social medias. I'm like, oh god, my brain hurts.
Yeah, I can imagine, like, you're tired and everything. But trust me, get involved with social media. Trust me, like, just do it little by little, stay tuned to the WhatsApp. I always say, like, use things that.
Gotta really, I think, capitalize more because I'm getting like an influx of young teenage girls that just want to lose weight and looking good and all that kind of stuff, and I'm like ladies, just get it together.
Yeah, I feel it. No, but look, that's good because you're creating a traffic of the fact that people. Because imagine you help somebody lose weight because you know how this protein works. Oh my god, beautiful. And then you tell them, look, just like you lost weight.
54 pounds, and I've done maybe like 3 workouts.
You lost 64 pounds?
54.
54?
0 workout.
Zero workout?
0 workout. I'm a big believer in nutrition and supplementation. You know how when they say 70% isn't made in the kitchen? Always, I'm 100% about that. I tell all the women, I'm like, and I tell them, I'm like, you'd be surprised how much I eat. I eat all day long, and I said, but I'll out-eat you any day on how much I eat. I said, but it's the things that I'm eating that's totally different from, you know what I mean? I'm like, I can have like a meal like this big, and then you can only have 1 cheeseburger from McDonald's. I'm like, yeah, you're gonna be hungry. And I tell people, like, I'm like, I'm not hungry. I eat a lot. I don't exercise. And they're like, oh, you just have good genes. And I'm like, no, I don't have good genes. I'm like, and I tell all the time, I'm like, it's exactly what I put in my body.
That's true.
So I actually, right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of us that are working on our transformation.
Imagine that. And imagine, I did in a week, I lost 7 pounds. just in the day. I did 1 workout at the gym and 2 at home. 3 right there. You know what it is? Start working
In
out on
one
a
day.
Sunday.
Wait, well, what?
Yeah, I started working out on a Sunday, and by the next Sunday, I had lost 7 pounds. And like my body was getting extremely cut. Like everything started to show. I was like, what I worked out at the gym for a year, which I didn't see results in. I started taking the protein. Oh my god, I saw the difference in my body. Everyone.
Oh yeah, my whole thing is once I get my daughter to get a full night's sleep, like for consecutive days, which means I get to sleep, and then I'll be, working out. But literally up until then, it's literally just been the Pro-TF that's helped me lose the weight. It's like melting off.
Trust me, like my gym, my cross country teacher. Oh, you should train. When you don't train with us, okay. So I had a big race, and I have never ran with them. I practiced, but I never got to get to the big races. Today was the last race. I didn't get to go. But he was like, runs, and I was like, yeah, Mr. I'll run. I just took Pro-TF, and the next day I ran the best time of the whole school. I beat the other captain. There's 2 captains, me and the other one, and I beat the main captain. As always, he works out every year, like during the summer. I never work out during the summer, like running, and I beat him by a whole minute, and he increased by 2 minutes. It was insane.
And did he ask you what the hell?
Yeah, he told me. They call it the Colombian juice. The energy, they call it Colombian juice. The protein, they haven't heard about it yet.
Oh, okay. Okay.
No, last year, my cross-country team, all of them were drinking energy. All of them. They call it the Colombian juice.
well, yeah.
You know what I used to do for when I used to run cross-country? Because Renuvo, it used to help me maintain my lungs. So when I maintain my lungs, like, I will last more. Like, I can run higher and come that out of breath. Imagine that. But, what happened?
Did you ever have asthma? No. My niece has asthma.
Your niece has asthma? Look, take Tree Factor. Tell her to take Tree Factor, kids, or, how old she is.
I got her on all of that. What? She's actually doing really well. It's October 30th, and her like for Halloween, that's been her thing. She's like she's just been praying that she gets to go to like a Halloween party.
Yeah.
Because her parents never let her go out on Halloween because that was her first asthma attack.
Ooh.
So they always lock her down, and September, October, she's always sick, and she's always like, Yeah, like the steroids, they pump her up on so much steroids. It's ridiculous. For years now, so actually when she started, she was like, I brought her to a health fair in Perth Amboy, which is like 35 minutes from here. It was in Spanish. Thank God she's been taking Spanish in high school. But she understood it, and then she read something where it said asthma, and she was like, the transfer factor can help my asthma? And I was like, yeah. And sure enough, she went like, when I'm telling you she started taking the transfer factor, 3 times a day.
Wow. Trust me, transfer factor. I have a friend that her little brother has he has asthma and he gets allergies. I started giving transfer factor kids, because he's a little kid, and he doesn't have asthma anymore.
I know, that's what we're hoping with her. I've even already had her do some HIIT training. I had her running up the hill. I thought her lung was gonna fall out. I was like, ooh.
Oh God, that's a tough one.
But sure enough, she was totally fine with it.
Okay. But all right, Jessica. Listen, I have to go right now in a couple minutes. I have to go. Do you have any other questions you want to ask me? Anything else before I go?
No, I think I'm good. Whoa, I do. This says determine your commitments. So you said 2 audios a day, personal, and then now let's say for someone who doesn't prospect one person in that day, but they do listen to like 2 audiobooks. Does that count? Would you count that as them working on their business, or are you just talking about actively working, like actively doing presentations, like actively having their meetings in the home, counting that?
Well, most likely when they first start, they're most likely going to start listening before they start taking action. But make sure they're taking their commitments of listening. Then later on, you start looking for their action. But for now, just look at how they're hearing. And of course, make them do action, but they're going to do more listening than action. Not all the time, but they're going to do more listening than action. But you make sure they're making the commitment of listening. Example, let's say they forgot to listen to 2 audios a day. Well, then they add to the next day, they will listen to 4 audios. They add it up to the next one.
Right. See, like, I was the total opposite. I didn't hear anything.
Anything? That's fine. That's what we learned from that.
I didn't do any of the audiobooks until after I took the action.
Yeah, wow. Like, I was hooked up to them like every single day.
No, it wasn't until afterwards that I was like, oh, okay. But I had already had like quite a few like house meetings and stuff like that.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Okay, so I think I'm good.
All right.
The inviting of your prospect part, I guess I don't know. I've never really done that, so I guess I'm just going to have to reread it and try it and do it.
Of course. If anything you feel stuck in, just give me a quick call and I'll help you out.
I definitely will. But thank you so much.
Yeah, of course. Don't think about it twice. Anything I can help you on, I got you.
All right. Okay, thank you. I'm gonna let you go now.
Got you. All right, I'm gonna be on my way out. All right, see you. If anything, good luck tomorrow. Okay, you got this. No worries. You got this.
Okay.
No mujer, campeona. You got this. No worries.
Yes. Thanks.
No worries. You got it. All right, bye. Say hi to your husband and your kids.
Yes, I will. Thank you.
See you again. All right. Good luck tomorrow.